What if I told you that there was a pair of budget headphones that were excellent for video editing, but they didn't cost too much money? Would you believe me? What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're checking out the Audio-Technica ATH M30X headphones and how well they perform for video editing, especially for same-day video editing, which is what I primarily do during my job as a wedding and events videographer, and to see if they really hold up the test of time and if their audio quality is sufficient, as well as the noise cancellation aspect, to check if they really work and are they really good headphones for a small, or should I say an inexpensive price. So let's dive right into the unboxing. Okay, so for the unboxing we have the box right here, which you can see the headphones, you can see the name, the ATH M30X professional monitor headphones. So we're hoping that these headphones are really precise in terms of sound, they don't have a lot of fall off, but we'll see. So opening up the box here, you can open it through this little pull tab here, as you can see there. Opening it up, we are greeted with the Audio-Technica logo over here. So let's flip this to the side real quick so we can see the rest of the contents. So opening it up, move this aside, we have instruction manual, warranty. They're not in English. Apparently, maybe there's a translation, but let's put that aside real quick. Then we have these, this nice little carrying pouch, travel pouch. Let's open it up. Oh, it's already open. This is actually a really nice material. It's like faux leather, sort of. It's a close-up bag. Has the Audio-Technica name and logo here, as you can see. Really nice, really cool. Let's put that aside. And we have the headphones themselves, so let's put these out real quick. Just initial impressions are these are actually really nice looking design, although they're not really that industrial. It's kind of plastic, as you can see here. Most of it is plastic based. There's not a lot of metal here, but initial impressions are really good. These look very industrial, and as you can see here, they look really good. You have the Audio-Technica logo here. You have these stretchiness here. So let's pull this out real quick. And is there anything else in the box? Nothing else? Okay. So let's put the box aside real quick. Okay, so here are the headphones. So, like I said, initial impressions are these look really nice. Their design is pretty impeccable, I think. They're really clean. As you can see from here, you can actually adjust the length, which is interesting, which is good. And then you have, I don't know why these wires do pop out. They are a little strange, I'll admit. I'm not the biggest fan of the wires. Anyway, so it does have this long cable here, and you have this larger audio input. You can place it into more stereo grade systems, and you can unscrew it off to reveal the 3.5mm headphone jack. So that's convenient. Now, little bit of a look here. We have these wires. As you can see, the wire is actually really long. This could be a problem for some people because not a lot of people like really long wires. They tangle really quickly, but if kept relatively intact, I don't think these are much of a problem. So that's the unboxing done. So let's check these out and see if they are any good. So time to test these out. So on a comfort standpoint, they're not really bad. So they actually feel really comfortable. You don't really see the weird wires when you're using them. They feel really good. They have this nice padding up top here, so it actually keeps your head really comfortable, and then the padding on the side is actually really nice. It actually covers your entire ear, which is good. It's good for noise isolation, and yeah. So here, let me show you. So as you can see, the padding here is actually soft, really nice, and there's padding up top, and you can also see the Audio-Technica logo and branding here. I'm pretty impartial to the weird logo placement. I think it's just a bit of a bold statement in my opinion, but I mean, you be the judge. You let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments if you guys think that this is a little too much branding, or is it normal for headphone manufacturers to do this? I'd like to know. Okay, so the real test now is audio quality, and we have to see if this is really fit for the editing world. So to do that, let's actually use a practical perspective. So we are going to do a bit of video editing. Okay, so by the magic of video editing, we are now here with the laptop, and you can see there's a second camera angle right behind me, as you can see there. So time to test out these headphones for video editing. So as you can see, we have Adobe Premiere open here. I'm opening a project I just recently completed for a graduation ball, and I'm going to test these out to check if the audio sounds any good, and to see different levels to see if it's good with music and for dialogue. So the way that I'm going to show this to you guys, and I know it might not be the most scientific way, but this little setup I have right here, the GorillaPod and this recorder, I'll be giving you some audio feedback through this so that we can have a more shared experience. Okay, so let's go. Let's test these out. Okay, so immediately off the bat, I can see that this has really good midtones. The highs aren't very pronounced, but then that's a good thing. It's not like really sharp highs. And then the bass is just, it's a little okay. It's not like the heaviest bass I've ever heard. It's actually really good, I'd say, for a short amount of test. Now, let me test out the sort of audio for dialogue and see if it's any good.
Build a heart of gold, a heart that is soft and tender like my.
So dialogue audio actually comes out really good. It's really clear, especially if you recorded it with like high quality microphones. It's pretty decent, I'd say. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, they're actually really good, as you probably heard. It has really good midtones. The bass is just, it's not that deep, but then it's right in that good level where you're just not drowning in bass. And the highs are actually really tolerable. I think that they're really good headphones. But the real test now is to see if they fare really well against the environment that I usually put them through, which would be same-day video editing. And the best way to test it out would be through a really noisy environment filled with lots of music, lots of booming music. And I think I have somewhat of a simulator for that. So come on, let's go. Let's check it out. Okay, so I currently have here my little setup for testing the environmental isolation for the headphones, or like the noise cancellation. So here we have our family speaker, which is connected to a radio system. So this will emulate the environment that I'm usually in during an event, which is a same-day edit sort of situation, where they're blasting music from their speakers really loud, sort of party music to keep the ambience real good. And right here, I have the headphones, as you can see, and I am going to try and wear them, try to listen to the edit I just made, and see if the isolation is any good. So let's turn this thing on now, and on. So, radio's on. Let's check it out. Let's put the headphones on and let's edit right next to it. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn up the volume now so we can actually see if we can cancel out the sound, if I can still hear what I'm editing over here despite the sound of this thing here. So here we go.
The station that drowns you with a big
This is usually how loud it would be. So let's try to listen.
To www.y101f.
Okay, so it actually sounds really good. You can actually still hear everything that's still going on, and everything is pretty muted. It's not like the perfect sort of noise isolation that you get from those more expensive earphones or headphones, but it performs pretty good. I can actually hear clearly the audio from the music, from the dialogue, and I don't really have much of a problem, despite the fact that I'm sitting right next to the speaker. And you might be saying, well, you're sitting right next to the speaker, maybe you should move away. But there have been instances where I had to edit a video right next to the blaring speaker of the event. And trust me, using the included Apple EarPods, not a good idea. Okay, so now that this test is complete, let's head on back to the office. Okay, so far we've covered the sound quality, build quality, and the overall aesthetic of the earphones. Now let's check on the last bit of sort of convenience that we need for these sorts of earphones or headphones, especially for traveling and same-day edit videos, is portability. So these headphones actually compress down like this. You can actually pull these down on each side, and what's interesting is you can actually push it upward, so it actually keeps in this nice little ball here. So if you grab the included traveling pouch case, as you can see here, we can actually put it inside the pouch and see it really good to go. So when you have something like this, you can actually stick it directly into your backpack, and essentially you have something really portable, really good sounding, and you can edit on the go. So I think this is actually a really good investment. So the last thing to talk about this would be its price. So this comes out at around 4,399 pesos, or at around $86. So I think that for that sort of price, it actually comes out really high. It gives a really good sound quality. It's relatively portable. It's not the easiest to fold up, and it's a little big, it's a little clunky, and the wire is just kinda long. So if I had to have any pet peeves about it, that'd be the only problem that I'd say. But otherwise, it actually feels really good despite being plastic. It actually feels really nice in the hand. The ears, they're very comfortable. You don't get this weird sort of ear strain that it's like choking your ears like some headphones give you. And overall, I think the build quality is really ace. So for the price, I'd say they're really good video editing headphones, and I can't wait to use them. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys know any inexpensive video editing headphones that are maybe lesser than the price with better quality in them, please do leave suggestions in the comment section below, and maybe we might be able to review them in future episodes. So again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys for coming over and watching this sort of evaluation. This isn't by any means a scientific review. These are only my thoughts on the product and how they might benefit my workflow. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. So hit that like button if you did like this video, it really helps. And subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully next week. Alright, so until then, see you guys.